Hello everyone, this is Shinobi with another Awaken Kyocera video. It's sad that, I've not made a Awaken Kyocera video for a few days now, and I hate to say that it's going to be another update video. Sorry, it's not going to be a gameplay video, it's just going to be an update video. So, as you must have seen in Discord, they have posted a new update now. The best thing about this update is that it's a huge hero rebalancing. So the heroes have been rebalanced a little bit. I don't want to say that it's going to be a huge rebalance in the sense, but a lot of heroes have got their rebalances done. So we're going to look at them and we're going to be very fast about it. But basically what they have given is broken down into two parts: new updates and hero rebalancing. So let's look at the new updates first. It's going to be pretty short. It's not going to be a huge thing to discuss about. We don't want to see new heroes unless the previous heroes have been updated, but they have given us some new heroes. So that's going to come in tomorrow when the updates come in through. But at this moment, it's just going to be two heroes added. One is Divine Yolanda, so she's going to be a light hero. And then there is Rachel, who's going to be a wood hero, and then Cyrus, who's water hero. They have also added a epic hero, Hori, which is again going to be an water hero. So in total, it's not two, they have added 4 new heroes. And I don't know how good Yolanda is going to be. Yolanda has gone down in utility after the dungeon 15 and 16, but if the light Yolanda is going to be a good one. But yeah, it's going to be expensive to get her. Almost all heroes are now expensive to get. Okay, and I don't know what Rachel is going to be, and there is also going to be a limited summon for Rachel, and that's going to be between October 26th, that is tomorrow, after the game update, until November 9th. So the legendary heroes featured are going to be Rachel, Ciara, and Darcy. They have also added a friend sparring feature that allows you to initiate real-time battles with friends. Okay, that's good, that's cool. So you can now just invite your friends, you can have on Discord or on call, just tell them, hey, I'm available, come, let's battle together. Yeah, that's great, that's good. At least it'll bring some interaction between guild members. That is the one feature that I would say, one benefit I would say, and that can arise with this new feature. Yeah, guild members can talk to each other and then can fix up a time and then battle against each other. I hope it actually counts as an RTA and you get some rewards out of it, rather than just, like go there and battle each other. Now, it's not going to be a very attractive feature unless there is some rewards to it. I hope there is some rewards to it. I don't think there will be any, but I hope there is. If there are any rewards to it, I would certainly welcome this. Anything that gives you more rewards is certainly a good feature, but unless there's a reward in it, I'm not sure if friends are going to keep battling the same heroes again and again, unless you have got like 1,000 friends. Okay. Anyway, the next thing is they are also going to start the Halloween events from 31st of October. So there's going to be a lot of things, especially you are going to get Halloween skins for Hector and Urian. I've got Hector, I'll welcome that, but I don't have Urian. I don't know if I'll ever get it. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so another important thing is that they have changed the rage set. Not the rage set, but the rage set. They have changed it into a 2-piece set rather than a 4-piece set, and they are going to give 12% crit rate for each of the 2-piece. In a sense, I think like it has got a plus and a minus to it, in the sense that instead of, like a 4-piece set was 20% crit, right? So if you go to Tulpa, let's check out Rage. So Rage set over here at the moment is 20% crit rate for 4-piece set. So they have reduced it. They have increased it to 24% for a 4-piece set. But I'm looking at in the sense that if you're using, say, a curse set on your hero and you do not have enough crit, you can now use a rage set as an added piece, right? But at the same time, a warrior set would give you 15% crit rate, right? So if warrior set is going to give you, sorry, not 15% crit rate, but 15% attack. So I think like if they had made it into a 15% crit rate rather than 12% crit rate, it would have given much more benefit. But I can also understand what they are trying to do with this. I would say it's still a beneficial piece because now you can actually use it as a filler piece rather than not use it at all. So you're getting some benefit out of it. So you can use it along with curse set or with revival set or with divine set or with your assassin set. You can just add that there to get that additional bonus 12% crit if you're not able to fill up the crit on it. So I would say that you use a crit damage rate set, a crit damage ring and a attack percent neck. You get that as a rate set and then add that to your hero such that you now have 12% additional crit rate to fill up that 100% crit rate, and you already have a 100%. You already have a crit damage piece on you and an attack piece on you. But of course, it's not going to give you the same benefit in attack as that of a warrior set. But still, you're getting an additional bonus 12% crit rate. So yeah, we are not going to go for a 4-piece set. We're not going to completely use a rage set. But also think about it. If you're using a 6-piece rage set, you're already getting 36% crit rate. So you only have to worry about, and also your heroes would be having from their masteries, from their skills and from their other, all the glyphs and all, they might be getting around 10 to 20%. So basically you're filling up around 50% of your crit rate. So on your gear, you just have to concentrate on your base damage stats and your crit damage stats. It can be used, it just have to be worked through. We will have to work it out, right? Let the update come through and then we will see if it can be used well or not. At the moment, I would have preferred a 15% crit rate rather than a 12%, but there are means of using it. So we can, there's both a positive side to it and a negative side to it. It'll all depend upon, how we are going to use it in endgame, right? So we will have to test it out. We will test it out and see whether it gives us any benefits or not. Overall, I would say it's not going to give us a lot of benefits, but I do think that if we are able to manage our stats well, then I think like we should be able to get some real good benefit out of it. Okay, now the next thing that they have said that they have added a faction option to the hero filter on the hero screen. Normal quality of life improvement, nothing great about it, but yeah, it's still a quality of life improvement. Then they have also added a temporary exchange shop for you to exchange Taliesin mattresses for precious resources. They have done that because they have stealth nerfed Taliesin, so they did not tell us that they are going to make his ability as non-boss ability, but they have also adjusted his skill such that it's going to showcase a different kind of a let me just check quickly look at him. So so they had actually stealth nerfed this skill on him. So this hero is where he was supposed to deal 200% damage plus true damage equal to 20% to the target's max HP to one enemy. This was the actual text, but they had when you look at the hero on the index, so he is of which faction? Okay, let me just quickly go to index. I just don't want to say something without actually looking at it. So if you look at his ability here, they have changed it to if the target is a non-boss enemy, right? So they did not announce it, but they have actually allowed us to regress it, exchange it for other precious resources. I don't know what resources will be until the update comes through. Whatever resource that they are giving, it's not going to be equal to the money we spent on it. But they have also rebalanced him. So the next thing that they have done is to rebalance Taliesin. So his ultimate ability now deals 60% increased damage to bosses. So instead of dealing 20% max HP damage, which is still there and should be dealt to non-boss enemies, to bosses, so it will be 60% additional damage. So instead of dealing 200% damage, he will now deal 260% damage to bosses. It still is not what is expected out of him. If they had changed it to say 12% true damage equal to max HP of the boss, then I would say, yeah, he's at least equal to that of, MSB. He's at least a little bit better than MSB. Because it's only one skill, right? So it's only his ultimate skill that is dealing that true damage, and that's on 3-turn cooldown. MSB can deal it every single turn. She's going to deal that additional damage, okay? Because you can use the A1 and her ultimate. These are the two skills that you'll be using on MSB. So on him, his basic skill is not dealing any true damage. His passive is not going to deal anything. It's not going to deal any damage or other than bleeding damage. So it's only basically his ultimate that is dealing the true damage. So giving him like around 12% of true damage on bosses would not have broken the game. But anyways, what's done is done. They have already made the change that is required, and so I'm not going to say much about it. It's just that if you do not want to use him, you can exchange his mattresses for other resources, or if you want to still use him, he's going to deal 60% increased damage to bosses. They have also made a number of changes in a lot of champions. So let's start with Taylorson is done. Now let's look at Jacosta. So it's going to be kind of hard to find these heroes. Yeah, so Jacosta, they have increased, they have reduced the cooldowns from 5 turns to 4 turns. So the ability, her ultimate ability is now 4 turns. Why is it already 4 turns? There's something wrong. Reduce the cooldown from 5 turn to 4 turn. I think like this 4 turn is because of that. But they also said that all ability stats are max level stats excluding mastery effects. Okay, so it is 4 turn. So what is shown here is with mastery effect, right? So if you're doing the mastery, then you can get 1 more turn down. So basically, if you're doing mastery on Jacosta, her ultimate would become 3 turns cooldown. Nice. So removes 1 negative effect from all team members, applies invincible to the target for 2 turns, and heal over time for 3 turns. So basically, the heal over time is going to be permanent if you are able to do mastery on her, and the invincible is going to be refreshed every other turn. So basically, she has become good with that one single change. Her ultimate has become quite good. I wouldn't say it's really game changing, but it still has become quite good. But you do require the mastery out there, otherwise it's just going to be 4 turn. If it is, as long as you do the mastery, it becomes 3 turn. That's great. Goobag. Oh, Goobag, he has been updated so many times. And I don't think this change is going to do much on him. I don't have Goobag. I am lucky to have not got him. Possibly that is the luckiest of... Where is he? Where is Goobag? Oh, he's here. I'm searching everywhere else. So Goobag's special ability increased the multiplier from 100 to 120. So that's with his mastery, right? So it's 110. So he's going to be total, if after doing mastery, it will be 130%. That's not much. That's still not much. He doesn't deal a lot of damage. He still was not dealing a lot of damage. I don't think it's a lot of damage. I would prefer complete rework of that skill or deal much higher damage. But anyways, I don't have him, so I cannot say how that is going to change his damage. Anyways, Antuna. Her special ability was already dealing a lot of damage. Now it has become 180% instead of 150%. So with Mastery, it will be like 195%. Oh, her ultimate was already dealing much better damage. Why isn't Gubek getting 180% damage on his special? Why is Antuna getting? Anyway, yeah. Anyways, that's a free-to-play hero. She's an epic. Her ultimate got increased. The special abilities multiply got increased. That's good for people who are free to play. Good that you will now be able to deal more damage. Again, Orac is another free to play hero. You can get him free to play. You can get his matrices. You can ascend him to 6. Being completely free to play. Good that his basic ability has got an increased multiplier of 120 and his special ability got increased to 180%. Awesome. So 2 free-to-play heroes have now got increased multipliers, and Orac has got really good multipliers now. So let's look at Orac quickly. Where is he supposed to be? Not here. Where is Orac? Orac, come on, Orac. Where are you? You're supposed to be somewhere here. Gosh, why am I not looking at it properly? Okay, so his special with that increased one, so Orac is going to get, what is Orac's special ability? 150, so it's going to be 195% increased multiplier, damage. So 195% damage after doing Mastery. Please, when I'm saying these numbers, they are after Mastery. Okay. Increase the multiplier from 100 to 200%, 120% on his basic. So his basic will now become 130% after Mastery. Great. Free to play heroes getting buffed. Awesome. Then for Axel is an epic, an elite. That's great. That's good. Axel. So Axel is going to get multipliers. So his basic ability multiplier has been increased from 100 to 120%, and special has been increased to 100 from 100 to 120%. So both his basic and his special are going to deal more damage. Not that that's going to increase his damage exponentially. No, it's not going to. He was not dealing that great a damage. He was simply there for this ability. That's all that he was there for. I so wish that this one would have been reworked a little bit more. Anyways, now let's look at Cyrus, the next hero that has been updated. Okay, so she should be, where should she be? Cyrus. I have Cyrus, so she's here. Okay, so Cyrus, her basic ability increased multiplier from 100 to 120%. Great. She was a good hero. She's now a better hero, and she's free to play. Awesome. That's great. That's another good thing that they are doing. Awesome. So quite a few changes on heroes. Plenty of heroes getting updated and buffed, which is really good. So we now have our next hero, Mulex. So Mulex is going to get an increased multiplier on his basic ability, which is again good, from 100 to 120%, and reduce the ultimate's cooldown from 7 to 6. So this cooldown was anyhow going to happen if you are having allies that are having attack up on them, or when you have actually ascended him, any kind of buff on them, right? So you can see over here, any attack by an ally affected by attack up against an enemy reduces this character's ability cooldown by 1 turn, and if they are ascended with any positive effect. So This one actually doesn't make much of a difference, but I think like when you're going on guild boss, this will be like this cooldown will come through every turn. So I think like that change was basically done for guild boss, not for in other areas. In other areas, this anyhow was going to get a cooldown. Okay, so Evera, awesome. So that's not Evera. Where is Evera? Where is my Evera? Okay, she's here. So Evera's basic ability has been increased from 80 to 100%. So after mastery, it will be 110%. That's great. She was a good hero. I think like if her base stat, her base HP or her base defense was improved, I think like she would have been better. But yeah, we are getting more damage out of her. That's great. So her special is also going to deal 20% more damage. Awesome. So Evera is a legacy hero, and yeah, but the only problem is when we are going to face them in Void Tower hard, it's going to be harder. It has become hard, and now it's become quite insane. Okay, so we have to remember when these multipliers are being increased, you're going to face them in Void Tower hard, and it's going to be more difficult facing them. Okay, anyways, in mastery adjustments, so they have done some mastery adjustments, especially for Lightwing Zack. So let me just check out Lightwing Zack. Just give me a second. Let me bring him up. Where is he? LD Zack. Okay. So his True Strike. What is his True Strike? That's his Chaos Letter. Where is True Strike? Replace the True Strike effect. Oh, that's in his mastery. Okay, replace the True Strike rate up, which was a 20% increased True Strike rate in combat. They replaced it to attack up, and that's same for Lightwing Zachary and Jabez. So both their masteries have been changed to attack up effect rather than True Strike effect. So he probably has been nerfed. Don't know. We'll have to see until we actually test him out. But it's anyhow got, and anyhow I'm not going to do masteries for him. So yeah, basically that has got no effect on as far as I'm concerned, because I'm not going to do masteries of Lightwing Zachary. I'm not going to use him anyway. Not at this moment. Maybe in future when I have enough books with me after probably a year or so, maybe two, I might be able to do something about it. But at this moment, yeah. The only thing is that probably this will be effective in Void Tower, because I think like they do have masteries on them. So because that mastery has been changed, we might be able to deal with Lightwing Zachary's much more easier than what we are dealing now. Okay, that's cool. Okay, they have also adjusted some stages. This is good. This is really good. So in stages, they have adjusted in such a way that in Ash, the Elite monsters attack now prioritize units at an elemental disadvantage. So that means you will not be able to use Gangelo. So Gangelo is going to get struck first. So in Ash Magister, you will have to use either the same affinity or an elemental affinity, or you'll have to use an elemental advantage. So you have to either use water heroes or you will have to use fire heroes. If you're using wood heroes, the Elite monsters are going to attack the wood hero first, and then after attacking them, it will be attacking the unit with the highest current health. Again, not a problem if I'm giving my Hackrean or my other tanky heroes with high health. Yeah, basically it's actually a nerf on the Elite bosses. We can now go in with water heroes and be able to deal be able to survive better. The Queen of Diets, they have removed minions bonus attack effect, reduced the abilities multiplier from 100% to 80%. So basically the minions are not going to be able to take us out. That's great. So it makes it easier for people to farm Queen of Tides. Good, I'll be starting farming in them after the update tomorrow. In Chosen Faction Challenge, they have lowered Batwolf's Rage. Again, a good thing. So now we can go to higher levels. In Void Tower, adjusted some monster stats in November Void Tower to smooth out difficulty spikes. Okay. That's not going to be done now. It's going to be done in next month. So in next month's Void Tower iteration, they are probably going to reduce the stats on the monsters. Again, a good thing. I don't mind that. I love that. Void Tower hard should be doable by most of the players. We shouldn't get stuck at 70, 71, 72. No, that's not how it should be. But anyways, at least they have looked into it, and they are now reduced the stats on the some monsters so that we can finish those off. Okay. In ability description, they fixed the description error on following heroes' abilities: Marian Shadowblade, Haim, Gajar, and Imogen. Gosh, let me just record these first because the update will be there tomorrow. So let's look at Marian Shadowblade. Where is she? So what descriptions have they reduced? I don't know. So this is her passive. They did not tell us what the description changes are. We will be able to check it out tomorrow. Just check this video and check the description. Okay, because when they do the update, we don't know what it is. So we'll just record that over here. So this is the description that they have changed. That is there currently. So tomorrow it's going to change. So let's also look at Gajar. Where is my Gajar? He should be here. So those are his description. I hope that they have not broken him. They don't change the description in such a way that people who are doing Gemini 16 using him will no longer be able to use him. I hope it's not that case. I hope that they have made it just that the text was changed and not the actual content. If the content is changed, then these heroes will no longer be viable, and that will make it terrible. So we will have to check it tomorrow. I'm not going to check Haim because I do not have Haim. I don't care about Haim. I'm going to look at Imogen. I do have Imogen. Where is my Imogen? Yeah, she's here. So I hope I'm not using her anymore. Possibly we'll have to do some work on her to make her useful. I just hope that they do not change it so much that she becomes useless. I just want her to be useful. I hope the description changes that they are saying is something that will allow us to make them more useful rather than make them useless. We'll know that tomorrow. We'll check that out tomorrow. In bug fixes, they fixed an issue where the player would be redirected to the backstage battle stage at the end of a regular battle. Okay. Fixed an issue where the player couldn't return to the correct stage when tapping return after backstage battle ended. Good. Storm Duel fixed an issue where syncing external custom sets in Storm Duel would trigger an error prompt in certain cases. Okay. So that's basically the update that they have done. Let's look at the update later on tomorrow and see how these changes have affected us, especially when it is only a change in the description. So I hope that doesn't break any of the heroes, and they are continuing to be used as is being used at the moment. But all those increased multipliers on all those heroes that is shown here, that was great. That's awesome. It's good to know that those heroes are going to be used more. That's great. Yeah, so that's it from me. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, share, and subscribe to my video and my channel. Yep. So peace, love, and blessing to all of you. You guys have a great time. Bye.